So I did one of these videos where I go over my placement experience last season, and a lot of people wanted me to do it again, so here we go. I decided to stream my 10 placement games on Twitch. I do play a lot worse when I'm streaming since my focus is so divided and people are watching me live. I kept my focus mainly on the game, but there was still the whole people watching me live thing, so I probably could have done better off stream, but oh well. They wanted to see my placements, and I didn't want to miss a stream day, so again, oh well. The whole process took about 6 hours, and that's mainly because of how the queue times were. There were times where we'd wait 20 plus minutes to get into a real game. Now at 12 minutes, it auto-queues and pairs you up with whoever, but we had multiple cases where people would dodge in the character select screen, so the game would be cancelled and it would reset the 12-minute timer. I think it happened 3 times, and all 3 times looked like guaranteed wins for us because of how poorly the enemy drafted. I never got lucky enough to have somebody dodge when my team drafted poorly though, funny enough. Now, out of all 10 games, there weren't really many good ones, but that's to be expected. Me and my buddy Loki were always at the bottom of the drafting screen, since we were placing and everyone else wasn't, so that kinda sucked. We could always tell how the game was gonna go depending on what our teammates would ban or talk about banning. Like every time I saw somebody say ban Moji or something like that, I knew it was going to be a rough game because no one who knows what they're doing bans her. It's placements, so I understand the matchmaking being really bad. I do. Placements is just something you struggle through until you get to the real games after placing. We ended up going 5-5, and for the most part, the wins were from getting people who knew what they were doing, and the losses were from getting people who didn't know what they were doing. Now, there's some exceptions for both of these. There was one game where we had a good team, we even had Stolzy, but our tank play wasn't really good. I was one of the tanks and we kept letting people get through to our DPS. Then on the other side, there was a game where we won even though we had some guy ban 2 healers, only to first pick Willow, pick Scorched Earth, and leave the game. On top of that, my FPS was fluctuating and making the game super choppy. I was really surprised we were able to win it. There was also the last game. That was a good game that could have gone either way, but me and Loki were super burnt out after 6 hours of doing placements, so we weren't really up to our normal standards, and that ended up being a loss. We didn't do bad or anything, but it definitely wasn't us at our best. Now, in case you didn't know, if you were Masters last season and you were able to get at least 5 wins, then you're supposed to get Diamond 5, and that's what both me and Loki got. I was Masters for most of last season. Loki got Masters for a bit, spent most of the season in Diamond, and decayed down to Plat from not playing, so it looks like you just need to hit Masters last season to get Diamond 5 from winning 5 games. It doesn't really seem like you needed to be Masters at the end of the season. I don't really know how I feel about that system. It sort of feels like it's undeserved, but at the same time it does feel deserved. It's weird. I'm just gonna roll with it though. It didn't matter to me where I got placed. If I ended up placing low, then that's just free wins in ELO, and if I placed high, I would get better games sooner. So yeah, I didn't really care. My stream title implied that I wanted to place in silver, and honestly if I did get placed there, I wouldn't have minded. I placed in gold last season, and it got me a lot of easy ELO and easy wins towards the season rewards, since I wasn't supposed to be there, so it was kinda nice. I can't do that this season, but again, at least I can get to where the better games are faster. Now me and Loki just have to grind back up to Masters. I'm looking forward to it. I know it won't go perfectly because nothing ever does, but it feels good to actually want to play competitive again, you know? The ranked borders may not be displayed in-game anymore, but you do get a loading frame at the end of the season split for the highest rank you got during the split, so you'll still be able to show off if you want to. You just have to wait like 120 days. No biggie. Anyway, that's my placement experience, summed up nice and fast for you guys. So now you guys tell me about your placement experiences. Let me know about your horror stories or your moments of glory. I'd love to read them all. And that's pretty much it, guys. I want to thank you all for watching. I very much appreciate it, and I'm going to see you guys later. Bye.